I don't think there's anything harder than finding a liberal boyfriend. Where is he?
Have you checked the women's bathroom?
Veganism is like communism. They're both fine unless you like food. Getting tips with Granny.
Fair point, she's very wise. Elon does it. Hysteria. Mamdani does it. Excellent. Mamdani's celebration video was apparently hacked. So this appeared on the screen. Trump is your president.
You voting for Zohran? You are.
Yeah.
Can I get your signature for support?
Sure.
Okay, wait, I'm required by law. I just have to read you like 3 of these policies. You're cool to elect a mayor who won't condemn Sharia law.
Yep.
I'm asking you. I'm running.
Okay, cool.
I don't know about that. But,
Oh, you don't?
well, what is this?
It's just like a lot of his policy positions and stuff. You have to recognize the DSA's Bill of Rights socialism, so he'd replace the Bill of Rights with... You can read all this is out there. You still want to do it or no? Oh, he's going to tax white people higher? It's on his website first.
I just don't think that this is exactly his policies.
You can look all of it up. No, this is literally the first thing on his website about taxing whiter neighborhoods.
But it doesn't say whiter.
No, it literally says whiter neighborhoods. Okay.
I don't know what's going on here.
Wait, so you voted for him in the primary, but you didn't know about that?
I don't know what's going on here.
Okay.
She just walks away and dismisses it. Like, I would want to find out more, considering that these are policies I was about to vote on that are pretty appalling. I don't understand it.
Hi guys, comedian actor Tyler Fisher here, and I just made the decision. I am moving back to New York City. I've been in Texas for a year, and I have to be there for Mamdani. I just do. I know a lot of people will be surprised by this, but like, dude, I'm so sick of living in Texas where I don't even pay state income tax. Think about that. So I have to like find things to do with my money. Like this is my 3rd coffee of the day. I'm going to buy a paddleboard. I'm hiking, new shoes. And it's like, I'm just done with it. I have to give up 52% of my income. I have a car, which is like, it's so toxic cis white male of me. You know what I mean? And they're charging money to take buses here. Charging money. So what do homeless people do if they want to go on there and sleep and piss and shit and stab somebody? They have to go and fundraise to get on a bus? Like, what the fuck? So I'm just gonna get back there and get back to the Gays for Palestine protests.
Even the bikers aren't assholes.
And like, nobody has assaulted me today. I'm sitting here, literally, I got cash hanging out of my pockets. No one's called me a racist, toxic, cis white male. What am I doing here? America's to be abused and live in a tiny studio apartment and welcome illegal migrants into your space. I'm gonna have probably 10 living with me, sharing a bed, because I care. And my dating life here is amazing. Like, women, they like when I take charge. They like when I lead. They're nice. They're feminine. Barf, gag me.
I prefer a woman with a shaved head, 8 cats, who hates men, the patriarchy, but still wants me to pay the bill.
And what if I get attacked right now? What am I supposed to call the racist cops? No. Mamdani's gonna have therapists come and talk out the problems. Hey, excuse me, why did you just shoot that guy in the face? Maybe it's a childhood fear of eye contact. Really get to the bottom of the problem, you know? I'm tired of feeling like a man because there is no gender. You know, and I'm in my Audi alone listening to my own music, but how can I deal with that? There's no stranger blasting rap or some homeless guy overdosing on fentanyl, waving his dick in my face. That's just not America. That's not the America I grew up.
Texas should hire him to do ads to move to Texas, because that makes me want to go to Texas.
Because democracy basically means government by the people, of the people, for the people. But the people are retarded.
He's got a good point. He's got a very good point. Is that where we've gone so wrong? We haven't been accounting for that simple fact. A Jewish socialist, a Muslim socialist, and a Latina socialist walk into a bar. So, who's paying the bill? They'll probably start a little campaign or protest inside the bar to get someone else to pay it. We must change capitalist NYC to socialist. Didn't your dad flee socialism twice for capitalism? A little glimpse into New York Fashion Week 2026. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Excuse me, I'm pregnant and gay and black and Jewish and Muslim and Puerto Rican. Excuse me, I'm pregnant. Gaza.
Well, it seemed to work well.
I'm going through a breakup. Anybody else? Okay. It's sad. We went to Paris too this summer, and it was really romantic. We rode bikes, we got baguettes, you know, and we even got matching. What are the hats that they all wear? The hijabs.
So Josh Sater is back again this week because he has experienced more transphobia. It is just appalling. This poor guy. Have a look at this.
Guys, I'm going to try to get through this without crying, so just bear with me. I was at the DMV on my break trying to renew my handicap sticker, and the guy that works there was like, I'm confused. What's your handicap? And I explained to him that I was assigned able-bodied at birth, but I identify as trans Down syndrome. And he was like, I'm confused. You don't look like you have Down syndrome. And I said, excuse me, bigot? I was literally shaking. I said, not all Down syndrome people look the same. And our chromosomes don't dictate who we are. Our personal identity does. And I'm just so sick and tired of explaining this basic fact to people. That just like there's women that don't have XX chromosomes, there's people out there with Down syndrome that don't have an extra copy of chromosome 21. And our chromosomes don't dictate who we are. And it's just so frustrating explaining to people that trans-abled people are just as valid as cis-disabled people. And we deserve all of the rights and privileges that they have. So, I'm just really frustrated right now. Drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think.
It's so realistic the way he does it, like it could be real. I just love the way he uses the leftist logic and flips it against them so well. It's absurd. So Michelle Obama has been doing quite a number of interviews recently, and she has surprisingly got a lot to complain about, which I wouldn't have expected considering she's so insanely wealthy. She was First Lady of the United States of America for 2 terms, but she has found things to complain about. Quite shocking. Let's have a listen to her struggles.
Yeah. Well, I didn't really have that choice as First Lady.
Of course.
Right. Every day, every time I was up, as we called it, you know, I was up for the public.
Yes.
And the days were long. So as you mentioned, to save time.
Yes.
You know, I know having a glam team, a trifecta, it feels like a luxury, but it was a time necessity.
Yes.
There's absolutely no way that I would be able to do my hair and makeup and have clothes ready that fit, you know, because rare is the woman that can live off the rack.
Yes.
You know,
rare is the woman that can live off the rack. What? This is so out of touch. I guess I'm one of those very rare women who does not get their clothes tailored for them. I don't know how she's managed to turn the luxury of having a hair and makeup team and tailored clothing into a victim mindset, but she's done it. Sage Steele said, "What a heartbreaking existence. Thoughts and prayers for Michelle Obama as she continues her recovery from 8 years as the First Lady. That ended almost a decade ago." That is giving me serious Marie Antoinette vibes. It's giving me Lucille Bluth from Arrested Development vibes.
I mean, it's 1 banana, Michael. What could it cost? $10?
Still Just Me said, "I ponder this today as I fold laundry, vacuum and mop my floors, dust furniture and scrub my sinks and toilets. I'll never understand how this brave woman survived." And more lunacy this week as world leaders travel thousands of miles separately in their private jets to a climate change summit in Brazil. Not only that, they had to cut down, I think it was like 100,000 trees in the rainforest to create the road to the summit for these world leaders to drive down. Man flies 5,000 miles to tell other people that have flown thousands of miles not to fly thousands of miles. These clowns. Brunt says these two hypocrites just flew 6,000 miles in separate planes to lecture the rest of us on carbon emissions. I guess a video call was out of the question. Wouldn't have sufficed. The tone deafness of this social media post from Prince William, sitting in his private jet, looking through his papers ready to lecture everyone on climate change in Brazil. But I mean, this is coming from the same people who did this. Airline bosses flew empty aircraft 123 miles to Norfolk to pick up Prince William and Kate because they wanted Flybe branding shown off for royal publicity stunt. We're investing $22 billion in exciting carbon capture projects. I do that for free, you thick. I stopped taking climate advice from people who fly in private jets, but that's just me. The easy guide, how to be a good climate activist. 1, own a private jet. 2, own a yacht. 3, own 5 mansions. 4, lecture poor people on how selfish they are. 5, give yourself an award. It's all just fear-mongering. It's all just a means of control. And fear is one of the best ways to control people, and they know it.
What is the best way to get to a climate change conference? A private jet can save you hours of waiting in line and traveling at substandard airline speeds. There is nothing more relaxing than being the only person on the entire plane. So you can arrive rested and ready to explain to the little people how their minivans and gas stoves are ruining the earth.
If you guys are on X, I recommend that you follow this page, No Farmers, No Food, that shared that video, because the way that farmers are being targeted at the moment is very frightening, very worrying, and definitely something that we should be aware of. This does remind me of the time that Spain's climate minister flew to COP26 in a private jet, was driven most of the way to the venue in a several vehicle motorcade, and then got out just a few hundred meters beforehand to go and cycle the rest of the way on a bicycle for good optics. It's just absolutely, like this post says, it's all theatre. Meanwhile, in the UK, during bonfire night, Keir Starmer was targeted, I would say, more than anyone else. This one as well. A farmer harmer Starmer driving a tractor minus a steering wheel. And here's another one. And Carla says, note the footwear flip-flops to portray his government U-turns. Obama wished Nancy Pelosi well this week as it was announced that she won't be running for Congress again. This is after 4 decades in Congress. He had lots of very positive words to say about her. He said that she made us proud to be Democrats and will go down in history as one of the best speakers the House of Representatives has ever had. Mike responded saying, same energy. We did it, Patrick. We saved the city. And here's a fun little animation showing Congress's earnings in the stock market in relation to the S&P 500. Somehow they just astoundingly, they are so lucky. So basically the real life Wolf of Wall Street has retired and she is leaving her office with at least $257 million. Nancy Pelosi's district, Nancy Pelosi's gated home. Well, it's been 1 year since Trump was voted in again. Time really flies. And the White House shared a video to celebrate the anniversary of the left's meltdown. We are still celebrating.
Donald Trump has won the 2024 presidential election.
What has happened to America? What has happened to democracy? What has happened to freedom?
If you're a Donald Trump supporter, you're ugly and dumb.
I've been crying for 24 hours.
You took the bullet for us. Donald Trump will be the next president for the next 4 years.
I'm sterile today. Sterile!
It's over. This country just died.
Trump has turned this around. Once before he did it, and he's going to do it again. I might wake up a way.
And this is one that I missed a couple of weeks ago with Halloween, this little kid's costume and impression was really good.
Over here, sir. This way.
You should have had a detail, like a CIA detail.
I couldn't put it all together quick enough. What are you going to do if you, once you get elected?
Everyone gets tax cuts. Joe Biden finally has extra time for naps.
Trump had the whole room laughing this week as well when he was explaining his experience with President Xi. Very, very funny. Have a look at this.
As much as he can be a friend, he's a tough man. He's a tough man. Smart man, actually. Very smart. The press doesn't like it when I call him very smart. You know, they think I'm not supposed to call him smart. But at least 1.4 billion people, without question. In fact, during the meeting we were there, a couple of you were there, and some of you saw it. So he's here, and he's got about 6 people on each side, and every one of those people was standing like this. They were at attention. And I made a comment to one of them, and it got no response. I said, are you going to answer me? I got no response. And President Xi didn't let him have any. So if there's any question, I said, I want my cabinet to behave like that. That's I'm demanding that I want them sitting up like that, Tim, just nice and straight. I never saw posture like that. I've never seen men so scared in their lives. They have the equivalent of a vice president. He was, I said, are you going to answer my question? And he's like, he doesn't move. I said, what's wrong with this guy? I will answer all questions. Why don't you behave like that? JD doesn't behave like that. JD buds into conversations. I want to have that for at least a couple of days, okay, JD? We'll keep you long term, but a couple of days of that would be very, very nice. Okay, I want to thank you, and we'll talk.
I saw this video recently and I just loved it because it's so nice to see kids still being kids.
What are you doing? You just making the ramp clean?
It's a downhill, so I'm kind of filling it in.
So let me ask this question. Why do y'all take the youngest kid and make him do the jump first?
He wants to do it first.
He wants to do it first,
Yes,
okay.
And they don't realize.
I mean, dude, this is pretty long, man.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to make it.
You don't think he's going to make it?
No, but he wants to do it, so let him do it. Actually, knowing Roach, he's just going to hit it fast. And it's going to send it. I think he's gonna make it, dude. But I think it's a shame that y'all let him go first and show y'all how to be men. He's a man. He said it. He said it. Yeah.
So, how does it feel to be the biggest set of cojones out here and you're the youngest one?
Good.
Yeah, you don't even care that the old ones make you do it first, do you?
Yeah.
This was another super sweet moment from Halloween that I forgot to share with you guys. But these kids they will give you hope again.
No candy, sorry, okay. Okay. Wait, they're sick? Oh, let's pray for them. God bless them and make them get better for next Halloween, please. Thank you.
This week in Britain, they celebrated Remembrance Day. It's where they remember all of the fallen soldiers. A council in England tried to cancel Remembrance Day, but veterans ignored them, did it anyway, and it ended up being bigger than previous years.
Thank you for attending what was going to be a disaster and has probably turned out to be the biggest parade I've seen here in 25 years. Thank you.
Also this week, somebody hung the world's largest free-hanging American flag in North Ogden, Utah. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I wanted to share this video of this young woman with you guys as well because I just feel she's doing such incredible work. She's bringing really interesting facts about climate change to people who are worried. And it's amazing.
I'm a former climate activist who broke up with the movement and healed my climate anxiety. And now I'm at a climate march to see if I can heal more people with facts.
Do I have climate anxiety? Absolutely.
A little bit, yeah.
A lot.
It's the first thought on my mind every day when I wake up.
The world that I'll inherit will be essentially beyond saving. I'm just gonna have to die young in a dying world.
What's the point of even doing anything if like the earth is going to like blow up?
Things are not looking better right now.
So I actually have a few charts that maybe will make your climate anxiety feel better. Climate-related disaster deaths are at an all-time low, so they've dropped by 99% since 1920. We are actually safer than ever from climate-related disaster deaths because of modernization. Less people are dying than ever before. So it used to be 500,000 deaths a year, and now it's down to 20,000.
And is that due to the fact that climate change is abating? I don't think so.
No, it's because we are adapting.
Oh, that's amazing.
So we have like early warning systems. We have cars instead of like horse and buggy. When a storm comes, we're much better at evacuating.
I think those numbers would be much higher if you took out the millionaires, white, well-served, privileged communities.
One thing we could think about doing is lifting the most people out of poverty. And the thing that actually does that, don't be mad at me guys, but it's literally when you increase fossil fuel use, you increase GDP, and that's how you lift the most people out of poverty.
This is a very Western-centric perspective.
Well, this is India and China. When they increased their fossil fuels, they became richer, and then their life expectancy increased.
A lot of my work is around stopping fracked gas pipelines.
The thing about fracking that's really complicated though is that it's 50% less carbon emissions than coal.
I got somewhere to go and I don't want to talk to someone who's defending fracking.
Okay.
Well, I'm afraid that maybe in about 10 years there won't be a place for us.
I used to think that too. A lot of the worst predictions have not come true. Can I just show you some of it?
Sure, why not?
Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Sandy, you like freak out, but it's not historically unprecedented.
I love that.
Hurricane rates and frequencies, despite what climate models were predicting, our observed data shows that they've stayed the same.
It makes me feel better.
I think the way the news covers it every year, they say it's because of climate change, but when you actually look at it, we have not seen it go up.
I have a lot more to worry about than just if the next hurricane's going to kill me.
But then maybe you have one less thing to worry about now.
Possibly.
Are you worried about the climate?
Not too much.
Why are you here?
Selling facts.
So the worst heat waves we've still seen ever in the U.S. are from the Dust Bowl in the 1930s. So we're not living through the hottest time this country's seen, which I did not know that, and that made me feel better. This is actually milder weather than what our grandparents lived through.
Well, that's awesome.
Climate scientists will predict the future, and a lot of times the predictions are really wrong. So no, that's good for us. Some of them are predicting we were going to see almost 1 degree of Celsius of warming. The blue line is what we observed, only 0.1 degree warming. You're not going to die from climate change, and I think it's really important.
So nice.
That's awesome.
That's surprising.
Yeah,
Good.
protect the planet and like keep your passion, but don't be afraid. I think in this day and age, to be optimistic is actually more radical than to be nihilistic.
I completely agree.
And I want to be abundantly clear. I am not a climate change denier. I am just anti-climate alarmism that is hurting these kids. They are walking around with fear. I think it's a complete injustice, and I hope that I just changed one heart and mind today by showing them the facts. I'm Lucy Biggers from the Free Press. Let's all just take a deep breath.
It's like I said earlier, they try to control people with fear, and it's probably the biggest enemy that we need to look out for is fear mongering. And it makes me so sad to see these were mainly young people who clearly are so highly stressed and worried about the climate situation that they've been told is happening. And they are literally carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders. And I just loved seeing that like relief come over them when she kind of took a little bit of that weight off their shoulders. It's so wrong what they're doing to people, and it's undoubtedly to control them. So I think she's doing absolutely incredible work. So we're going to take a look at the ABCs of MAGA for this week, and we have reached the letter X. Proudly Unaffiliated said, "Make America X again." This is a very, very difficult one. I had to look up X words, and the only one I found was Xenial, Make America Xenial again, which is relating to hospitality. If you guys happen to have an X word that you would like to see for America, share it in the comments below. I will be very impressed if you come up with one. I just want to take a moment as well to say thank you so much to those of you who donated to the Buy Me a Coffees this week. SFC Sully, thank you again for your amazing support of the channel. They said, if you drink, don't drive. If you go swimming, take a buddy. So sound words of advice for everybody. Thank you. Stephen, thank you so much for your donation. They just said, good stuff. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Thank you. Pete, also, thank you so much for your support. They said there are millions of insomniacs in the US alone. With that lovely voice of yours, you should start a channel called Fairy Tales for Adults. You'd be a millionaire easy. Yes, I really do. I would love to do something like that. So I hope I'll be able to organize something like that. That would be awesome. Now I'm going to have a look and see what you guys tagged me in this week. I have great genes. You mean great genes, right? You mean great genes, right? Brian J says, I sense a lot of sadness across our country. Please cheer up, my friends. And this little cute picture. There is still much wonder in this world. Never give up hope. It's true. There is still an awful lot of positivity, and there are amazing people and amazing things being done in this world. It's just oftentimes harder to see it. Democrats impeached Trump for withholding aid to Ukraine. What's the punishment for Democrats withholding aid to the American people? Thank you, another Charlie Kirk, for tagging me in that one. Have you seen that Senator Kennedy is trying to push that when there's a government shutdown, Congress shouldn't get paid? That would be very helpful. Enjoy life. Buy a fancy house and yacht. Work hard 7 days a week to help humanity. Door 3, thank you very much. And I think Trump is very much the same. 2 types of shoppers, no job. Yeah. CJ Meany has tagged me in this photo. Erica Kirk, DJ Daniel embrace backstage at the Fox Nation Patriot Awards. Oh, that's so cute. That is so sweet. Come on now, tag me in this one. When the dog usually goes for a walk with the husband and stops at the pub for a beer, then one day the missus takes him for a walk. Busted. She'll have to oblige him. We always get each other ironic gifts, but my brother killed it this year. Gifts not included. That actually would be a very handy gift during Christmas. Welcome to New Yorkistan. Kevin Whiteman tagged me in this one. What happens when your family asks if you're hosting Thanksgiving dinner? Good response. How can you talk if you haven't got a brain? Oh, I'm a Democrat voter. Thank you guys so much for tagging me in all of those. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget, you guys can tag me on X if you see any funny videos or memes that you'd like to share, and then they'll have a chance to be in future MAGA Meme videos. And also these videos get posted to Rumble and X also if you ever need to watch them there. So thank you again. Have a great week. I will see you next time.